west side of my city. You already know. Anyways, what's goose with everybody, man? It's your boy CRB, and we're gonna go to a little sports side right quick, cause I ain't been talking about this fool like I used to. And listen, I'm on Facebook. I'm in the basketball trash talk communities, NFL, football trash talk communities. I'm sure if we all like sports and shit, we all follow some of the same shit. Hell, we hardly even talk to each other in the comment section. Bum fans versus MJ fans versus Kobe. You know what I'm saying? It's everybody versus Bum fans, because there's nobody from the other fans. Like, you don't hear Kobe Bryant fans sitting here like tearing down. You don't hear MJ fans, Kobe fans, Magic Johnson fans, Dr. J fans. You don't hear nobody from any fan base tearing down somebody else to put that person that they like above. T-Mac is my favorite basketball player of all time. All right? Of course, MJ is here, but you know what I'm saying? MJ just sitting on the throne. That's just like me. The Undertaker's up here, then I'll name my top five. Well, MJ is the face, and then I got my top five, but T-Mac is my favorite basketball player of all time and shit. All right? You don't hear me tearing down nobody to make T-Mac look better than the dudes. All right? Only these little plum fans, only these fools would tear down all damn near most of the dudes I just named, plus more, plus other legends, tear them down to make this fool look better than them, because they know this fool ain't better than them. And this is what drives me crazy. This is what used to get me angry, and I'm almost at that limit, but I'm going to keep my composure. I can't make no promises. What gets on my nerves is plums like Kendrick Perkins. Thank you, Mr. Jalen Rose, for handling that role, huh? Bringing up the stuff he used to say, because he used to say a whole bunch of stuff. He used to say a whole bunch of stuff, and you just be like, oh my God, is anybody, you know what I'm saying? We starting to see some of the people who's working at ESPN and some of these stations and stuff, they starting to see the BS, and they see that us fans are sitting here peeping it, so they gonna be starting to get make way out anyways and shit. So what I'm saying? And if Jay Lawrence had his own podcast and this and that, he'll be great. And it's gonna be like, you don't even need fucking ESPN. ESPN is like that extra check just to bring in and keep, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is. I ain't trying to say, whatever. But you know they have these paid off LeBron James supporters in the media. All these clowns that sit up there and just keep on protecting this man because it's an agenda behind it. You get what I'm saying? And like Shannon and Skip was saying, I ain't watch Undisputed today, which is crazy because that's the first time I forgot, and it's my off day today. I didn't look at shit today. I forgot. Like, when the question on Undisputed was, why is social media, based on social media, LeBron James is the most hated player, this and that, and all that crap. Shannon gave us a little twos and shit, but Skip was sitting there bringing up, like, good points on why people don't like this man. All right? You come in wearing a 23, it's like, okay. And it ain't like it was hate. It's like, man, ain't nobody coming in as Michael Jordan, this and that. He was doing good. Really, LeBron ain't getting on my nerves to the first year after Miami, when he won this ring the second year in Miami, the arrogance and cockiness of it. It just stinks, don't it? It just stinks and shit. Like, man, what a way to get people really to hate you and shit. And you did. You wanted to be a heel. It's like this dude want to be a villain, then want to be the hero. But all media does is, listen, if the Lakers was in the playoffs, every team the Lakers had to face, or anybody in the East, anybody who poses a threat to this bum, they tear you down in the media, they say this and that. All right? Had the Lakers proceeded in the playoffs, they would have made the Suns look like villains. Who the Suns had to face after that? The Clippers. They would have definitely made the Clippers look like villains. Then, what is it? Finals, then they would have had the Bucks looking like villains. I want to give out a few pointers here, people, that because this is years. From 2010 to 2021, 11 years, and I ain't even going to, fuck 2010 and down. I can talk about 09, 08, something like that kind of, but forget that right now. We're going to talk about 2010 to 2021. And at the beginning of this, you didn't have what Scotty Big Nose OE40 drinking pimping say that this bum was better than Michael Jordan because he was all in his feelings. All right, that's when Stephen A. Smith roasted him and this and that. And my man, when Skip Bayless said Scottie Pippen is not in the top 50 players, and I kind of was like, you know what I'm saying? Now, just from the Last Dance, what Scotty was doing, and then the last few years, it just started dawning on me like, you're right. Because Pippen ain't made Jordan better. Like Jordan made Pippen good and made him better. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, Pippen contribute, but you know what I'm saying? Like, well, Michael Jordan didn't win nothing until Scottie Pippen got there. Well, guess what? Scottie Pippen was there 2 years before they won it on their third year. What did he do in them 2 years? No, none of these plums will tell you. No plums on TV will tell. None of these little bum. Shout out to Ticket TV. None of these little bum jock strap sniffers. All right, will tell you why. All right. So basically, Skip is telling you, say the chosen one took the powder toss, took the number 23. Then all the meltdowns that Skip Bayless has nailed the other day on Undisputed was all the reason why he's hated. It's not why he's hated because he failed. It's him, not even failing like in a bad way, but him just falling short, and the meltdowns of him, his performance alone, that spurt, that fucking finals when he lost to Spurs, it was him. They would have lost anyways, but he didn't do nothing. The Dallas Mavericks, it's him. D-Wade, Chris Bosh, everybody was in there playing. This fool didn't do nothing to contribute. So then when they lose the few years following, or they win, now it's because of him or something. Or D-Wade knees is messed up. D-Wade knees is messed up. And these the fools that really don't know no basketball. It ain't even that you gotta know basketball all like that. You do, but it's like I've just seen how the agenda was, right? So back then, when LeBum went, supposedly when he went to face the Spurs, right? They sat there and said, they brung up, I seen it on TV. They brung up Michael Jordan and then LeBum. They brung up who's the first to go to the finals in some years. It took Jordan, 9 years before he went to the finals, and they said LeBron did it 7 years. Despite him losing, they still was bloating and breathing it because they wanted a new person. Listen, they want to take out the old. They want to kick out the old and bring in the new. So these new little Disney kids today can sit here for the next 30, 40 years of their next long life, because, they still got, we already grown up. Life is going by fast for us. For them, they still little kids. It's still taking forever because they don't want to do school. So they still got years before they even get to 20. Then you still got 20, 30, you know what I'm saying? The next 2 decades in their 20s and 30s. They want to push out Ric Flair and have John Cena or Randy Orton be the new face of the 16-time champion, because Ric Flair is going to be, God forbid, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even going to say it. But, you know what I mean? They going to do it with football too. They going to do it with all these sports. They going to kick out the old records unless the ones, they going to do it with all. They wanted Tom Brady out to push this bum Sharon Rodgers. What happened? John Cena's getting liked now because you sit here and see that he been gone, you ain't been hearing him so much, and you kind of realize, like, damn, miss him and shit. So it's just kind of respect. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Just respect now. They want to take out Michael Jordan and replace it with LeBron James. That's why all these crazy ass stats. And now look what they're doing. Already, they're naming Patrick Mahomes top 5 greatest of all time quarterbacks already. And this motherfucker ain't even played 5 years. What you know? Hey. So anyways, so that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, they had the nerve to bring up the 26, or Michael Jordan was 29, LeBron was like 27, blah, right? Fast forward to today. This after all I just said, all the shit that the media and the agenda behind this bum and NBA, what they doing. This is what I'm saying. So when Giannis won his championship, age 26 versus this bum 27. At age 26, LeBron didn't make it to the finals. LeBron wasn't even Was he MVP? Was he defense of the year? Did he have these dominating numbers? No. Now, since y'all played that game back then, a decade ago, we're going to play that game today. Because you LeBum Plum fans is now sitting here crying, oh, you can't do that. You can't sit here and compare him to How we can't compare Giannis to this fool now? Huh? Both with small forwards, but Giannis can play the power forward. Power forward, center, and small forward. So he can play all three positions. Huh? I mean, they both shoot air balls. They both be breaking sometimes. You know what I mean? Giannis, the only difference is Giannis be really mad. LeBron just blame him. Yeah. Hey. So I don't want to hear nothing about you Plum fans, you fairies out there talking about don't compare Giannis to LeBron James. First of all, I'm not comparing Giannis to LeBron anyway. Giannis, I would not disrespect you like that. I wouldn't compare anybody to LeBron James, honestly. Except for his jock sniffer buddies. Like, I would compare a guy like Jerry Dudley to LeBron James. I would compare J.R. Smith to LeBron James, Kendrick Perkins to LeBron James. I would compare a lot of Rudy Poos in KFC, Montrezl Harrell. Yo, let me tell you something about this fool Montrezl Harrell. Whatever. Anyways, my homie, we was at work, and he went to, I won't even say troll, but he went on Montrezl Harrell Instagram, and of course they blocked him and shit, because he got on his, he got under his skin and shit, and said, he was like, because, you know, Montrezl is mad that he ain't getting playing time. And he missed out on a lot of money because you wanted to be a snitch on the boys and the Clippers and shit. Didn't like this and that, so you got mad. They let you go, then you started snitching to the niggas upstairs from you, and then look what happened. Nigga had you on, you went, like my man said from work, you went from the 6th man of the year to dancing, being a cheer. You went to the 6th man of the year. I'll call him in a minute. What the fuck, man? You went from 6th man of the year to the cheerleader of the year. All right. My man got blocked from his page for saying that, but you still a sucker. Cause now look at it. Now I'm sitting in here updates and shit. They about to trade you, Kuzma, and some pick for some dude I never fucking heard until I heard Ticket TV say today. It's Buddy Hield or something. I think, is that the dude from the Sacramento Kings? If it is, man, Montrezl, you might as well go stick your head in the toilet and flush it down there. Because this is what happens when you start snitching and being a turncoat. And now, all right, you wanted to be out of the Clippers. You could have went to Charlotte, nigga, had money, cake, and been good hoping that young team rise up. And you could have been doing your thing in there. But no, this is what happens to you niggas who don't know how to live by the codes and how to stand up like a G. This is what happens to each and every one of y'all. You want to be a turncoat, this and that, son. And look what happened. Now, and my man said, honestly, if they're not playing you, if LeBron wanted you to play, you would have been playing, nigga. Would have been playing. Now these niggas want Lonzo back shit because he didn't, like, years later, at the end of this season, he started to get his shit up, kind of. He started to get kind of better handles, kind of better shooting. I don't know if he's finishing good at the rim with the layups and shit, but he kind of, you know what I'm saying, up. And if I'm Lonzo, yo, like on some real shit, Lonzo, I wouldn't go back to fucking LA. Even though you from there, I wouldn't go back to LA. Them niggas kicked you off. LeBron kicked you off. My bad, homie. LeBron kicked you off the team, just like he kicked B.I. off the team, which is why y'all in New Orleans. It was supposed to be the new Lakers court versus the new fucking Celtics court and shit. And I didn't mind how Lakers is. Honestly, I would like to see B.I. versus Tatum or Kyle Kuzma versus Tatum and shit. We get, you know what I'm saying? We getting in a new era of basketball. Now these, man, this dude LeBron comes and fuck up everything. Now, because y'all think this nigga's so smart, listen, this how smart he is, huh? Cleveland Cavaliers couldn't do nothing because this nigga overpaid bums like J.R. Smith, Tristan Kardashian, and a few other suckers on the team all this money. So now what happens? They still paying these two. The Cleveland Cavaliers are still paying these dudes money. They can't get nobody in free agent because they don't have no money. All they can do is literally go to the draft, which is why I like that Jared Allen pickup and shit. If Cleveland is smart, you just get free agents if you can to come over there and whatever. The bum might come back and try to fuck that up too, because all right, but all right. It took them to now where they can start moving and stuff breathing. All right, now look at the Lakers. They had a new upcoming team. The Lakers has been suffering since fucking 09 or 2010? Been suffering for damn near a decade. Yeah, that fake plastic ring don't mean nothing. They've been suffering for a decade. And look at them now. Look at them now. Look at them now. These niggas can't get nobody. They can't afford to get nobody. Because why? This bum had them paid bums like, I ain't gonna say bum, but man, fuck it. Paint these dudes that's signed with Clutch Sports, aka LeBron Sports Agency. You get what I'm saying? Had these niggas, they signed with him, and the only thing good, and this may be a few people, it's only, I didn't even know it's a lot of people actually and shit. Damn near, and it's probably out of that whole Clutch Sport Agency, there's probably only 2 ballers on there that's fucking balling, but I forgot their names because I didn't even know they were signed to him and shit. But majority of the names that you know, Draymond Green, bum. Ben Simmons, bum. KFC, bum. Who the other one? Bum. The other dudes on AD, bum. Dude, bums. J.R. Smith, bum. I think he signed to Tristan Thompson, bum. Dudes getting all this, and this is what you, and then some of you black dudes that kill me when you say, well, you're hating on a black man getting this money. I'm not hating on a black man. I ain't hating on a nigga getting this fucking, I ain't hating on nobody getting no money. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? If you're fucking trash, what good is it? Why pay all this motherfucker this money? Oh, well, he's getting people paid. He's getting people paid. Guess what? Now the franchise, when these niggas should say like now, the Lakers last 2 years, even that little Mickey Mouse year fell because that wasn't even a full fucking season, and nobody wanted to play in the bubble except for this fool. And then he wanted, whoever came up with this idea needs to be fired. You dummy, you need to be canceled, fucking idiot. Now, guess what? When his bum self, now look at, for example, this year, the Lakers can't get nobody like that. They gonna get Westbrook. They trade little players to Washington. Washington don't give a fuck about winning over there. Let's be serious. They don't give a fuck about winning over there. Some of these cities, they just want they want you to do good. Seats can fill up, get some revenue. But in the end, you will see who really out there trying to win or not. The Clippers been trash all these years. The new owner took over and he been trying to fucking win a title. Just like the Houston dude, the Houston owner, been trying to win titles. So he been trying to do what he could to do over there. James Harden wanted to be a bitch and go leave. And this is that. I'm pretty sure Miami too. Pat Riley's cool, but you know what I'm saying? For the most part, then I see the Warriors, Houston, and Clippers. Then the top 3 teams that the owners would like to, Warriors already won. They would like to win some more and shit, but I'm pretty sure they'd be all right. You know what I'm saying? They just got the new stadium, so they want this cover shit over so they can get some money, revenue back in from the tickets. But the Clippers in Houston, the owner, nigga, wants that fucking championship now. The Rockets is over now till you find some new dudes over there. The same thing with that. The Clippers gave up a lot just to get the roster they got now. So if Kawhi leaves, all that shit is in the trash can. Unless they get some players in return for it. The Lakers can't get my boy Damian Lillard. Alright? They can't get him. Which I'll make a video since I'm off. I'll get a chance. I'll talk about that too as a Portland fan. They can't get Damian Lillard. It's over. They can't do nothing. But I say it, all of that to say this. Oh yeah. And when he leaves the Lakers, watch y'all Lakers be another 10 years without being nothing. It's gonna be 2 decades the Lakers ain't been nothing. 2 decades. Man, it's over. Cause you ain't gonna be able to have no money to spend on nothing because you had to pay all these old veteran bums. So I say that to say this to my last part. So I guess Monday in Akron, Ohio, somebody spray painted on his Space Jam mural or something like that in a park clone nose and put LaFlop. And I just said, if that's his own hometown doing that, that just lets you know that this dude is a bum. Like I don't have to waste my time talking about him no more. I've been actually cool. I actually been cool. I ain't been on social media even talking about it, nothing. I said, this fool, since y'all like to bloat on his billionaire, like Michael Jordan's a trillionaire right now. Y'all sitting here talking about LeBron James is he's like the first player to be an active billionaire. Like he did it at age 30. Like y'all really already a billionaire. Cool, what up? Y'all really trying to make it seem like there ain't other billionaires out there, but just because he's active, oh my God, you want me to you want me to tattoo a star on my head and says LeBron's #1, and I bet if I did that, that shit'll go viral out there. He might give me thumbs up, and after that, I ain't gonna get no respect. I don't know, man. But I sat there and seen that. I said, if his own hometown, and Akron supposedly is like #1 or high on the list for most evictions in America. This dude's a billionaire and he ain't helping us hometown, but all that Cleveland, the land, just all this bull crap, and you ain't doing jack. But you there for the people. You got schools there and all that crap. There is no need, even after this video, really, unless I really get pissed off and decide to make, there is really no reason for me to even really think or talk about this dude, LeBron James, anymore. I'll say your name right now because I'm serious. Like, I didn't, at first I laughed for 2 seconds and then I just thought about it and I said, if his own hometown crossed this shit off, the LA already crossed this shit off, but if his own hometown crossed this shit off, man, you definitely 4-6. Right? 4-10 if you ask me. 4 out of 10 appearances. Right? Been to the finals 10 times and only won 4 of them shits. Alright? So he's 4-10 to me concerned. You Rudy Poos like to say 4-6 just because he been there 10 times and lost 6, and guess what? 10 times, 4 times. Alright? There's no need for me to talk about this bum. There's no need for me to even be funny. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no need to even get hype when I hear these bums like Kendrick Perkins sit here and just cap on TV shows about this fool and this and that. It ain't nothing. It should be nothing. This man got disrespected in his own hometown, man. It's nothing. We're up the block from the damn school he built. It ain't nothing to talk about this fool no more. Nothing. So what I'm planning on doing is just ignoring, maybe for now, but just really ignoring all this LeBron shit. Like me, like stop trying to get caught up in all this shit, even though it just be trolls. And it's fun having debates and shit, but after a while, it's getting boring and shit because you LeBron James fans be just saying shit and it don't even make sense. Like to join in the fucking comedy and the community shit, trash talk community. The man sat there and said, "Why does Scottie Pippen have more playoff wins than Michael Jordan?" Like my man from the Instagram be like, "Yo, what?" So you obviously don't know that Scottie Pippen went to Houston, it didn't work out. Scottie Pippen went to Portland, it didn't work out. Guess what? He lost in the finals, didn't make the finals. He can't do nothing right without Michael Jordan being next to him. Right? He can win. He was winning games in Houston and Portland. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the finals and doing things right, he can't do it unless Michael Jordan is right there to help him up. You know what I'm saying? That was my take on that. But you see what I'm saying? These bum fans saying the ridiculous shit. They sit here. I love to hear when Shannon Sharp says, "Why you ain't got nothing to say, Skip?" When I sit here and say, "Why did Michael Jordan lose to the Celtics team?" And then you sit there and think about it. You like, wait, these are the reigning, defending champions, the Celtics, and you think as a reigning, defending champion in the first round, do you like? At least for Larry Bird, just the Celtics, period. The champion, Larry Bird. We all know. There is no way in hell a reigning defending champion is supposed to lose in the first round in the fucking playoffs. All right. So Michael Jordan coming in as a rookie That's it. They look at Michael Jordan gave them the business in one game. And Larry Bird called him God in shoes. Cause he's like, what? But then they had to put the clamps on it and they canceled that shit out. 63 in the losing team. He lost the game though. He lost the game, but Michael Jordan gave it to him in that one game as in the final moment that they remembered. And they just put the clamps on Michael Jordan to stop that shit. And then you got Detroit Pistons, who's already beating the Lakers and fucking Celtics, and you know what I'm saying, to get to where they at. And beat Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas is that boy. Right? What the fuck makes you think a team like Detroit, who beaten Lakers and Celtics, is gonna lose? It's gonna let new dudes come in and just run on them like that? Hence the Jordan rules. You get what I'm saying? The Bucks was already like a contendership team, so they went. You know what I'm saying? That's just how real it was. Today's shit, man. Today ain't as easy as it was 10 years ago. So you know what I'm saying? The Eastern rose up and shit. But I'm just saying, when it comes to the playoffs, but look at the Lakers was the reigning, defending champion, and guess what? They got their ass bounced out by some kids. Now imagine the Celtics losing to a kid in MJ, the first round. Man, y'all can miss me with this. I mean, you plums need to stay off this fucking internet shit, man. Cause y'all don't know nothing.